So, you want to know how rich people get rich and what sets them apart from your average Joe. Contrary to what people may believe, there are actually a few surprisingly simple habits that lead to riches. One such habit is controlling expenses, whether it's sticking to a strict budget or simply not buying things you don't need. Another key habit is setting and achieving long-term goals, something that many people struggle with, but which is essential for success. But what about people that are already rich? What kinds of habits do they have? You'll find out in today's video. By following these simple habits, you can learn how to become wealthy yourself and how to stay rich. Everything comes down to habits. Every action you take or don't take is either creating a habit to do something or a habit not to do something. Habits are important. They are the driver behind our mindset and our actions, and thus our outcome. So, in today's video, we'll look at 7 surprisingly simple habits of rich people. Welcome back to Lifestyle Billionaire Club, where future millionaires and the new rich come for inspiration and education on how to reach their goals, build true wealth, and learn to keep it. This channel isn't for the lazy, so if you aren't here to get inspired, you may as well leave now. But if you're a connoisseur of the good life, welcome, you've found your home. And before we get into today's video, if you're dedicated to hitting your next level and continuing to learn and grow, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. And if you get value out of today's video, share it with friends, because remember, getting rich is more fun together. So let's get into it, shall we? Number 1, rich people often have a positive outlook on life, which allows them to enjoy the small things in life. Positive outlooks on life can be a surprisingly simple habit for rich people to have. A study done by the University of California, Berkeley, found that people who are in the top 1% of income earners have significantly higher levels of happiness and satisfaction with their lives than those in the bottom 1%. They attribute this to the fact that wealthy people tend to adopt a positive mental attitude that allows them to see the good in every situation. This mindset has a lot to do with perspective. Wealthy people often don't take things for granted, which helps them appreciate what they have. They also tend to surround themselves with positive people who can help keep their spirits high. In any case, having a positive outlook on life is something that can be cultivated over time if you're from a middle or upper class background. Number 2, rich people invest regularly. There are a few surprisingly simple habits of the wealthy that can help you achieve financial success as well. For one, rich people invest regularly. They're always looking for better opportunities and aren't afraid to take risks. Rich people also don't spend their money on things they don't need. Instead, they put it into assets that will grow over time. In short, these high net worth individuals are primarily focused on finding opportunities to grow their money rather than sitting on their money. For instance, 1 in 5 wealthy investors has shifted their focus from stocks to alternatives, such as hedge funds or real estate, over the past 2 years. This increased demand for alternative investments reflects the overall trend towards better long-term assets among wealthier investors. They think long-term and plan for their future, which is why they tend to be successful in investments and business ventures. Number 3, rich people are disciplined. There is another surprisingly simple habit of rich people that has helped them amass their fortunes. They are disciplined. According to a study published in the journal National Library of Medicine, wealthy individuals are more likely to have high self-control and discipline than those who are less affluent. The study's authors say that this characteristic is key to success, as it allows people to set goals and achieve them. They also note that poor discipline can lead to problems such as addiction, obesity, and financial instability. While many things contribute to successful living, discipline is one factor that seems to be essential for anyone looking to build a successful life. Number 4, rich people stay focused on the long term. Most people tend to focus on the short term when it comes to their finances. They might make a plan to save money each month to buy the latest iPhone, but they won't think about how they'll be able to afford that vacation in 5 years. Or they might set a goal of becoming millionaires by the time they're 30, but they don't bother planning for how that will happen. But millionaires and billionaires know how to stay focused on the long term. They figure out ways to get ahead financially and then protect their assets so that they can sustain themselves even if something happens unexpectedly. Rich people also tend not to invest based on emotions or headlines, only based on what they believe will make money in the long run. Before we proceed, don't forget to hit a like and comment on which of the first 4 points you want to start working on right away. You can also share this video with your friends and family. It really helps us a lot. Number 5, rich people always have a plan B and C. Many people think that being rich is all about having a lot of money, but in reality, wealthy people have a plan B and C in case their first option doesn't work out. They're always prepared for whatever situation comes up because they know that no matter what, they'll be able to handle it. For example, most wealthy individuals keep multiple bank accounts in different countries just in case one gets frozen or seized. They also have contingency plans for when their business fails, such as finding new partners or selling assets off. And of course, they always have a backup plan for if their main company crashes. For example, Warren Buffett often invests in companies that are not his main focus, but that he recognizes have potential. In the event that these investments don't work out, he has another business ready to go. And then there's Mark Zuckerberg, who constantly looks for ways to improve his wealth even further by diving into a number of holdings. By always having a backup plan and working hard, rich individuals have been able to get themselves prepared for anything. Number 6, they keep moving forward no matter what obstacles they face along the way. Many people think that it takes a lot of money and success to be able to avoid all obstacles on your way. However, this is not always the case for those who are wealthy or successful. In fact, some of the richest and most successful people in the world have come across a number of problems that may seem insurmountable to most people. In these instances, these individuals consistently focus on what they can control rather than dwelling on the things they cannot. They understand that there are always going to be challenges and obstacles in life, but they refuse to let those challenges stop them from achieving their goals. Instead, they work hard and continue moving forward even when things get tough. This is a powerful mentality, and it can help anyone achieve whatever goals they set for themselves. Number 7, rich people invest in themselves. There is a surprisingly simple habit that wealthy people follow that has helped them amass their fortunes. They invest in themselves. A study by the personal finance website LearnVest found that the wealthiest Americans invest more into their own growth and education than the poorest Americans. For those at the bottom of the income distribution, most of their incomes go towards basic needs like food, housing, and transportation. One reason why wealthy people are so focused on investing in themselves is because it is one of the best ways to increase your earning potential over time. Investing in yourself means learning new skills, developing talents, and building relationships that can lead to valuable opportunities down the road. For an average person, it also means putting money into things like education, training, and certifications that can give you an edge in your field. Conclusion: we hope that you've been able to pick a thing or two from the 7 surprisingly simple habits of rich people. Remember, you too can start implementing these habits today to achieve the financial stability and peace of mind you desire. Don't wait. These habits will make a big difference in your life. We understand that many may feel that there are more or fewer simple habits of rich people, and we would like to hear your thoughts. If you have any habits that you think add to one's wealth, share them. If you have thoughts on additional tips, let us know in the comments below what 1 or 2 points you would add. You may also comment on what point or points that you do not totally agree with. We look forward to reading your comments, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and check out this video on the top left corner of your screen. As always, remember to subscribe and turn on post notifications.